Yeah, so getting straight to what I want to talk about tonight. All right, like I said, today's class is not gonna be, the usual 1 hour 5 minutes. This one will be quite short. I have something to attend to by 9. So yeah. So we'll be talking about how to be profitable. All right, how to stay profitable in crypto, or how to be profitable in crypto. All right, how to stay profitable in the crypto space. A lot of people go into crypto, and one of the challenges they have is some of them running and run out. They rush in and run out. All right. So, and this is simply because they don't really understand how this thing works. All right. They don't really understand how this thing works. Give me a sec, please. So they don't understand how this thing works. They don't understand in the crypto space, there are things guiding it. There are laws. Can you still hear me? Sorry, my network is a little bit shaking. Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yeah, I can hear
All
you. I
right,
can hear
perfect.
you.
So in the crypto space, yeah, there are laws guiding it, all right. So, and the whole idea of going into crypto, going into blockchain, is in order to make profits, to make money. All right. Why people venture into things? Yeah, we say things, oh, we're in for the tech. I know the whole idea or concept of blockchain is beautiful. But in other words, down here in Africa, most of us who go into crypto, go into blockchain, we go into these things to make a livelihood. All right. So why a lot of people go into these things, and the way they gamble in is the way they gamble out. Why some people experience these things, because they don't understand how it works. All right. There is a way crypto works. There is a way blockchain works, and there are rules to be applied. And when you don't apply these rules, you will make a lot of mistakes. And you hear people saying things like, "Oh, crypto is scam, crypto is Ponzi," you know, because these people that say things like this, they are people that are not well informed. They don't understand how this thing works. All right, there is a rule in every game, in every kind of business investment. So in every kind of game or business, there's always a root to it. All right. So so what we'll be looking at tonight, all right, we'll be looking at some of it is how to stay profitable in the crypto space, or the blockchain space. So one thing you should avoid is one of the first one I tell you is invest wisely. All right. Invest wisely. That is like this invest wisely covers something. It covers diversification of portfolio, which I've talked about so much in this community. Uh, Dollar cost averaging. All right, this is another major thing I've talked about. A major thing I've talked about in the community. So I won't be going over them multiple times. All right, and why you see some of these things, why they keep occurring, is because these are the you might feel like, oh, every day we are talking about diversification of portfolio, we are talking about dollar cost averaging. You may know this, you may think you know these things, all right, but when it's set, you won't even remember that, oh, there's a time I said that if I saw your portfolio. So why we emphasize on some of these things that you think, oh, they are little, is because this is like, if these are the simple things that people neglect and they get wrecked. All right, these are the simple things people neglect and they get wrecked in the crypto space. All right, so we'll be looking at some of these things now. Diversification of portfolio, or diversifying your portfolio, is simply when you want to invest, you don't carry your whole profit to put in one. So you don't carry all your whole money to put into one project, or buy one coin. All right, it is not healthy, because something could happen to that project. You don't own the market. Something can happen to that project, and everything you have gets, vanishes into thin air. All right. So things like I used to use this case scenario of what was this project that did this thing? This project that had Luna, right? If you were in a crypto space like 2021, you know about the Luna crash. So with that Luna crash, you understand that something happened in the crypto space. Just imagine that as an investor, you are just holding that Luna token. When that kind of crash happens, you cannot survive it because it's just everything you have into it. In fact, even naturally in the corporate world, all right, every businessman you know out there that is rich is not doing one thing. Is not invested in one thing. Okay, we are Nigerians now. Take Dangote for instance. Dangote now, Dangote now, he doesn't uh Dangote now, it's not just cement, right? Yeah, he was prominent for cement. Dangote has cement, Dangote has spaghetti, Dangote has noodles, Dangote has sugar, and now he has gone into oil production. That is a fuel, right? He has gone into a refinery, right? And I think he has some investments around agriculture. It's not like a major this thing, but I think so. So this is to show you that naturally you don't carry all your money and put in one place. So even now, all you where they do crypto self, it's good that you look at other line. It's not bad to invest in crypto, but let everything you have not still be in crypto. And even the part that is in crypto, let everything not be one coin. You split it, all right? You split it into different how do I put it now? You split into different projects. It can be you can split it according to narratives. Whereas maybe you're holding something around AI, you're holding something around DeFi, you're holding a project that is around the pin, categories. The other day I was showing us categories of different projects. Maybe you're holding things around Ton blockchain, Binance Smart Chain, the Ethereum blockchain, just something around there. All right. So I was showing us categories on market swap. Sorry, not market cap, coin market cap, or Bitcoin Gecko. I was showing us category and showing us different categories of projects. Projects are categorized in different ways. You can categorize them under layer one. You can categorize them under the different blockchain networks and a lot of things. Meme and the rest of them. So there are different categories of projects. So it's a good way to plan your investments. It's not always good for you to carry your whole money and fix into one thing. All right. So it's a major way to stay profitable, all right, because why some of people experience what experience. I think then when SafeMoon was trending, a lot of people they carry everything they have and go and buy SafeMoon. And when they didn't sell SafeMoon, when they didn't sell, all right, SafeMoon did this thing. Excuse me. When SafeMoon now crashed, they lost everything. All right. They lost everything. Okay. They lost everything. When SafeMoon now crashed, they lost everything. All right. So it's something that we need to learn. All right. Dollar cost averaging. I already said something around that in I think the last two class we had. All right. Dollar cost averaging is a method of investment that increases or maximizes your profit and reduces risk or loss for you. All right. I've thought about this several times. Dollar cost averaging, when you have or when you make investments, maybe you want to invest $100 into a project, okay? Maybe you want to buy Bitcoin. So you have $100 to buy this Bitcoin. Bitcoin now is currently at how much again? 63 market cap, somewhere around there. All right. So instead of using the whole $100 to buy it at 63K market cap, you can split the funds into three. That's if you are indecisive of the market, all right, because you cannot predict the market. So you can split the money into three and be like, okay, let me buy with maybe $40, all right? Because you feel like, oh, it will go up from here, you just piece $40 and buy. So if the parameter of the market start going up from there, fine and good, you're in profit. But if it doesn't, all right, you buy more because you did this thing. You had some funds left. So it's just basically splitting your funds and buying at different price intervals. All right, I won't over mention that because with this dollar cost averaging and diversification of portfolio is something we talk about so much. All right, setting realistic profit goals, that is another thing people should focus on. All right, it's setting realistic profit goals. You cannot invest $10, then you're expecting $1 million. All right, but you cannot invest $10, you're expecting $5,000. Can it happen? Yes. Will it always happen? No, it's very unrealistic. All right, when you see this kind of profit that, oh, maybe someone puts in $10 and the person is seeing $1,000. All right, it can happen, and most times when this thing happen is in the meme world. All right, meme world among meme projects. I think there was this project I bought one time. All right, there was this project I bought just with $30. It's a Solana project, and at the time it did over $1,000. Okay, so these things, it's not like they don't happen, but it's not like it's not. I'll tell you, it's not really healthy. All right, because you are setting unrealistic goals when you think every project is like that. No. All right, some projects they will just do 5 times 5x, and there. So you set realistic profit goals. You can be like, okay, I'll be taking profit at every 50%. So now, if you buy a token worth $100 and it does 50%, so that means the total money is $150. Like, it does 50% profit, all right? Or maybe it does 100% profit. That is from $100, then it does 100% profit, then it goes to $200. All right, it does 2x. It goes to $200. So you now have $200. You can withdraw $30 or $40. All right. So it's good to set realistic profit goals. All right, it's good to set realistic profit goals. Don't go set goals that that are not realistic. You are not doing Bet Niger. All these guys will use 100 naira and they are looking for 1 million, or 100 naira they are looking for 20 million. You ask yourself, what is the chances that thing will happen? All right, so you have to be honest to yourself. It's not like, oh, those things cannot happen, but you are now. There's what you call analysis. All right, and there's something called rare cases. For something like this to happen, it's a rare case. All right. So it's a rare case. So it's something you need to understand. You set realistic profit goals. You don't go use $10. You're looking for $1 million, or you're looking for $100,000 from one project. It's not. It doesn't work like that. All right. So set realistic goals. All right. Set realistic goals. Another thing people overlook is keeping up with news. A lot of people don't do this. All right. Yeah, in this community, we try to send in news, keep you updated. Have some bots that give updated news and everything. But apart from this thing, you need to learn how to get this news for yourself. All right. You need to learn these things for yourself. How to stay updated for yourself. If you are here and you have a Twitter account, follow crypto news platforms. All right. Now as we are talking, you can go to your Twitter, search crypto news. It will bring out different crypto news platform, or you can use hashtag crypto news. You can bring out different crypto news platform, different crypto news. You follow this page, turn on your notification. At least in the morning, maybe when you are doing going through feeds and everything. All right. When you are going through feeds and everything, you get some of these updates. All right. Something I even want to talk about that is not really part of what I want to talk about, but it's very important, and it's somehow part of staying updated is the kind of network you build. There was something I used to tell you guys. All right. Okay, now mentioning Twitter. Networking is very important. You say, oh, you are into crypto. You ask yourself, what kind of people are you following? All right. What kind of accounts can you follow? All right. You cannot be into crypto and your news feed is full of football. Is football nice? Yes, it's okay. You cannot be saying you're into crypto and everything that displays on your FY page is skits, Sabalo, Shan comics, what's this other guy's name? Brain Jotter. Is watching skits bad? No, I watch skits too. I watch them. All right. But there is no how you say you want to try it in the crypto space where you cannot have a platform that gives you daily info. All right. Not just a platform, even people, because platform might not give you everything. All right. Sometimes it's good to have people that are up to date. All right. There are things I tell you, okay, fine. Sometimes even some of these things, well, how I not, and this is like the major way I stay updated in the crypto space. I can just be scrolling through my LinkedIn, and because of the kind of people I'm connected with, they are guys that are the top. All right, they have these updates firsthand. All right, there are guys that are the top. They have these updates firsthand, and I see those things. I come across them, and I was like, oh, uh, I was asking, okay, fine. There was something I stumbled into. I'm still yet to make my research on it. All right. Now, this decentralized wallets. Okay, then I'm trying to give you an illustration of what I mean now. Decentralized wallets. All right. Decentralized wallets, they use private key and then, key phrase and everything. The mnemonic phrase. All right. So there is a new kind of wallet that is coming out that it's like, oh, it is more secured than this. It's a decentralized wallet too, but like the documentation was all about that these key 12 phrase are not really as secured as we think. All right. They are not really as secured as we think. So they are, and even if your private key, like now, let me say, you buy a you store a private you store a cryptocurrency in your maybe your Phantom wallet, your which other wallets again? What are these other wallets? Your Phantom wallet, or all these decentralized wallets, your Trust wallet. This they use this some use private key, some use mnemonic phrase. Or like Trust wallet use mnemonic phrase. This 12 key phrase and everything. Then Phantom uses the private key. Like now, because of the whole, like now, you can't have that. You like now, just imagine that. Okay, you save the mnemonic phrase somewhere or private key somewhere, holding it for 10 years. You can come back and try that private key into a platform and it will not work. Maybe it's a Trust wallet. Now you're trying to recover that Trust wallet account. Next 10 years, Trust wallet must have upgraded their wallet technology. All right. So to show you that, that you store this key phrase or private key somewhere doesn't make it, even if it's secured, all right, even though they are saying, it's not totally secure, but it can be outdated. All right, the technology can be outdated. The whole working principle around the whole private key and mnemonic phrase can be outdated. And when there are new upgrades in the future, just imagine, you have a private key to a phone slotted somewhere, and it's with Trust, it's maybe with Soulflare or Phantom. All right. And you come back after 10 years, 15 years, and you're trying those private keys. It's not working. Why? Because these things, it's possible because the security has been upgraded and, a lot of things can happen. All right. So that's why they are coming with a new kind of wallet security or decentralized wallet security that it's beyond, using the whole private key and key phrase, that even if you are logged out or you are not active for 10 years, 15 years, when you come back, once you just put in the details, your account is restored. All right. So something easier, something safer, and everything. So, all right. So this is like an example I'm giving you, something to stay yourself updated with. This thing I mentioned now, probably none of you here must have heard about it. All right. So it's not like, maybe I intentionally Googled it and said anything about it. I stumbled it into someone's post. All right. I simply got this information because of the kind of people I follow. This is to even digress to say that some of you who are interested in the whole Web3 career thing, and maybe you're saying, you want to start designing, you want to start writing, or you're writing, you're designing, you're a social media manager, or whoever you are, all right, you're community manager. What kind of people are you connected to? Your connections are very, very important. All right. What kind of network do you have? With the network you have, can you know what is currently going on in the space or in the niche you find yourself? All right. With the network you have, do you know what is really happening? Okay. With the network you have, do you know what is really happening? Can those people, even without you possibly checking any news or anything, with just scrolling through your news feed, your FY page, your news feed and your this thing, can you get updates like that can carry you to know what is really going on? So it's something we also need to pay attention to. All right. Like now, in my LinkedIn, 70 to 80% of people I'm connected to are different CEOs of different companies in the crypto space, in the tech space. All right. Big guys, even in the marketing, the Web3 marketing industry, I'm connected with a lot of people. So even though say most of them are connected with them around because of job and everything, but it still doesn't it's still helpful because those people are big guys, all right? They have this update. Most of them are developers, builders, all right, big technology. They work with big crypto technology companies, all right? So even in your Twitter platform, your social media generally, you need to follow people that are in line with things you're interested in, all right? You need to follow people that are in line with things you're interested in. So keeping updated with news is important. Strong network is important. Using another way, this is those who are joining, we are talking about how to be profitable in the crypto space. All right. So we're talking about how to be profitable in the crypto space. So we mentioned some things already. We mentioned diversification of portfolio, in investment, dollar cost averaging in investment, setting realistic profit goals. You don't use $10 and you want to make $100 million. You have to set something quite realistic and achievable. All right. Then we are also now talking about keeping up with news, and adding to keeping up with news, I mentioned to building the right network. All right, building the right network. When you have the right network, it will help you be updated. All right. Apart from updates, knowing what's happening in the crypto space, it can connect to somebody that even like I mentioned things around job. This person can just make a post, and maybe that post is maybe something that will be helpful to you. All right, it's not even just about staying updated with what's going on. Opportunities can come through these things. All right. So why some of us haven't gotten opportunities is because we are connected to the wrong people. I think there was a time I connected with somebody. I had this gig. I was looking for somebody that can do that thing. All right. It was because of the connection I have. That was how I was able to find somebody to handle that deal for me. All right. So networking is in fact, it's very important. It's one of the most important thing, in every field. You're there as a trader, you're in crypto as a trader, an investor, crypto job, general crypto knowledge. You need to stay updated, and you need people who know what they are doing. All right, you need to connect with the right people. All right. Something else. So I hope we are following. Please, if you are following, I'd like you to drop an emoji in the chat. All right, drop an emoji in the chat. So drop an emoji in this chat. Everyone, quickly, if you're following. All right. I need more reactions. So let's drop it in the chat. I need more reaction. Cool. Yeah. So, okay, nice one, everybody. Nice one. Yeah, nice one, everybody. So, another thing I'll be mentioning, because when I started, I said tonight's class is not going to be long, so the class will just be about 30 minutes, and I have something to catch up with by 9 p.m. So I'm already behind schedule, but let's see if we can talk about one more thing before we wrap it up tonight. Okay, let's see if we can talk about one more thing before we wrap it up tonight. So another thing is staying liquid. Staying liquid is, what do I mean by staying liquid? Staying liquid is how to be always prepared for the market. In fact, this thing has to do now, this thing I'm about to discuss now has to do with people who are interested in trading and investment. There's something I was taught, all right, early days when I joined crypto 2020. There was something my boss taught me, Mrs. Victoria Obaka. So your Mrs. Victoria Okoroji rather, because she's married now. Okay, so Mrs. Victoria taught us something. All right, she said that when you are investing, don't always use everything you have to invest into the market. All right, always keep spare fund. Always keep spare fund. Don't forget this number I'm about to tell you. Yes, I know now we are just throwing in $10, $20, but when it starts getting big for you, maybe you have about $1,000 to invest, $2,000. Always keep spare fund. Maybe you want to invest $1,000, you can invest 800, keep 200. That $200 will come in handy because there are some investment opportunities that are very crazy. All right. And I know I've been in that situation like, okay, there's this update, there's this project that is about to explode. Like, it, you can feel it. All right. There's this some project like a crypto gem that is being called. All right. And why can't I jump on it? I don't have the funds because I've invested everything I had. I didn't have any spare fund. So always have a spare fund. Always have a spare fund. This is something you shouldn't forget. Always have a spare fund. Maybe it's in USDT, it's in USD. All right. And why is important is it's used for opportunity. And like I said, it's very important in investment. Apart from updates that will come, it will come in handy. Just imagine like, oh, you made the investment. Major place this thing plays role is in buying the dip. All right. That's why I tell you that's somehow like dollar cost averaging, but this is quite different because you can just make investment if you don't, your whole mind is, oh, this thing is going up. But somehow, because nobody can predict the market 100%. All right. So somehow something can happen and the market drops. All right. It drops, it dips. You can use those spare funds, maybe that $200, $500 you spared. So use it and buy some of this dip. So if the market starts pulling up from there, you are now making extra profits because you bought at a way lower price. All right. So you are now positioned for extra profits. Is that okay? So this is something we need to learn. All right. It's a big rule in the crypto space. Don't always use up your whole funds and buy. Always have something spare. Always have something spare. All right. Always have something spare because you don't own the market. You don't own the crypto market. So always have something spare that you can use to take advantage of the market fluctuations, dips and everything. So you don't own the market. That is so everything I'm talking about is something that can help you stay profitable. So if you are paying attention to what I'm saying, I mean, you should be learning a lot already. All right. You should be learning a lot already. So this will help you stay profitable. So when you are buying, just leave something. All right. Leave something. Because there's every probability that it will come in handy. Even if it doesn't even come in handy, but just leave it. There might be just some gem. It could even be one meme coin like this that someone just say, oh, buy. You can just throw it in there and it will explode. All right. Explode now is like it will make cook up and moon. Okay. So this is something we need to learn. All right. This is something that we need to learn. So I'll be stopping here tonight. I know it's quite short, all right. So it's just like 30 minutes because I think I started teaching around 8:35. So it's like 30 minutes to talk about. So I'll just take one question if somebody has a question. Then we'll wrap it up tonight and we'll continue with the part 2 of this section next week. So just to give a short recap of what I talked about, I mentioned a couple of things already. Number one is diversification of portfolio, dollar cost averaging, setting realistic profits goal, keeping up with news and updates. Another thing is building the right networks that are valid to you, then staying liquid. All right, staying liquid. It's just like a method where you prepare for the dip by keeping some spare funds. So, all right. So, does anybody have any question so that we can, wrap it up tonight and prepare next week? So, actually, I've been on something. So, probably throughout October, our classes will be quite short for some personal reasons, all right? So yeah, so our classes will be quite short for October, but from November, we'll hit back to our, we spend now 1 hour and 1 hour plus. Okay. Okay. Any news about the full finance? I think about the full finance, Danny is the one to give that update. So Danny, please reply us because even me, I'm asking too. Danny will be the one to give us update around it. Please drop it in the group. So in that absence of any other question concerning this class, so thank you guys for joining. This is Casper, the platform where we learn about blockchain and cryptocurrency. All right, every Monday by 8 p.m. But for like the next 1 month, all right, it's 8:30 p.m. Okay, it's 8:30 p.m. So let's not forget till October. All right, it's 8:30 p.m. So when we go back to 8 p.m., we'll also notify the community. So just just stay liquid, all right? Be updated with what's going on in the community. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. All right, thank you guys for joining, and I hope you have a great night. So yeah, next week we'll continue with some other ways to stay profitable in the crypto space. And I'm very sure, yes, the time was short, but I know we learned something. I know we really learned something. So thank you guys for joining and have a good night. Bye.